This video will make you wonder, is the X-Men actually real? Why? Because on this list, we have people with X-ray vision, people who can pass and store electricity through their body, and even people who can talk to animals. Welcome to Top 10 World, and here are the top 10 amazing people with real superpowers. Let's dive right into it, shall we? Number 10, Xi Liang. Man, oh man, do we have a good start to this list. Have you ever seen that little lizard that can walk on water? The little critter moves so fast that it uses the surface tension of the water to move across. And of course, we have this Shaolin monk that manages to do the same thing. Yeah, you heard us right. This man managed to do the impossible. He was able to walk on water. Xi Liang is a monk from the Quanzhou Shaolin Temple in China's Fujian province. The first time he tried to achieve this incredible feat, he managed to clear 118 meters. Then he tried it again, and this time he managed to smash that like button if you haven't done so already. But no, he actually was able to walk across 125 meters of water. Now, we do understand that there are some foam pads on the surface of the water, but still, can you imagine running so fast that those pads don't have time to sink to the bottom of the lake? Yeah, we can't either. Number 9, Stephen Wiltshire. This 46-year-old British chap can draw an entire city just by looking at it one time. Imagine drawing a replica of Manhattan just by looking at a city from above. Well, Stephen Wiltshire can do exactly that, and you should know that he's autistic. But his rare ability has him allowed to make numerous contributions to the British art. For this rare ability, he has been named a member of the Order of the British Empire back in 2006. And that same year, he even opened his own permanent gallery where people can go to look at those marvelous works of art. And get this, at one point in his life, he took a 20-minute long helicopter ride across London. Then the man was able to draw an exact replica of the city, just by briefly scanning the 305 square mile area. Now that's what we call a good memory. Number 8, Daniel Browning Smith. Even though some people call him a rubber boy, this American man is actually 41 years old. What you might not have known about him is the fact that he can contort his body in ways which make you question this man has any bones in his body. Now, throughout the years, he's been able to feature in many shows, movies, and even do some comedy gigs. But thanks to his genetic condition called hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, he managed to get 7 Guinness World Records, all connected to his flexibility. But don't think that for a moment that this condition is a gift from God. In most cases, the patients with this condition suffer from joint pain and skin that bruises easily. But Smith doesn't feel much pain. He sees this condition as a gift. And despite the minor pain, he still continues to perform for crowds. Number 7, Michael Lotito. This is the Frenchman that managed to devour an entire freaking airplane. Yeah, you heard that right. Michael Lotito was born in Grenoble, and at the age of 16, he discovered that his stomach acid was so strong that it could help him digest objects made of glass, rubber, and even metal. Now, that is taking a step further. The man decided to start eating everything he could come across, and he earned a living from this weird talent. For example, he even holds a world record for eating a Cessna 150, an entire freaking airplane. This feat took him around 2 years to complete, mostly because he needed to cut up the plane into small pieces in order to consume it. And that's not all. Eating stuff like bicycles, shopping carts, and TV sets are basically snacks. And instead of Pringles, this man eats a bowl of lug nuts. Number 6, Nonkick. What's so special about this 70-year-old man? Well, what you would say is if we told you that he hadn't slept in over 40 years. What? Whoa. Yeah, that's right. This man has been awake since he was 20 years old. And now he has been awake for around 20,000 nights. But did this stop him from doing the normal day-to-day chores? Not at all. He still works just like all people in his village. But the sleepless nights aren't for lack of trying. Ty has tried everything from sleeping pills to alcohol, but nothing seemed to work since he suffered a strong fever back in 1973. Since then, the man was unable to sleep, but still continues to do his day-to-day work. Number 5, Natasha Demnika. Even though she's only Russian, she has become famous throughout the world thanks to her X-ray vision. Yeah, that's right, this Russian woman was able to see inside the human body ever since she was 10 years old. Here's how the story started. At the age of 10, Natasha began describing the internal organs of her mother, and then her story quickly spread throughout the neighborhood, where she was known as the girl with the X-ray eyes. Back in 2003 and by 2004, she was a national sensation in Russia, and many outlets were talking about her rare ability. Then her fame rose to international levels, as she was brought to the UK by The Sun magazine and even to New York City thanks to National Geographic. Number 4, Liu Tha Lin. Slowly but surely, we're assembling the X-Men. With the previous pick being a girl with X-ray vision, this one is more related to Magneto. Although Liu Tha Lin is unable to control metal using his mind, he can actually make heavy metal objects stick to his body without any effort. Now, the man's skin was able to hold 4-pound objects, with the total weight of objects on his body not exceeding 70 pounds. And he even pulled with this gift. But Leo was recently passed away at the ripe old age of 83. But don't fret, this genetic capability was passed down to his grandchildren. There are mini Magnetos running all around his house. Number 3, Slavis Sarpajik. His friends call him Biba, but the rest of the world known him as Battery Man. This man comes from Serbia, and since the age of 17, he was able to pass electricity through his body from up to 20,000 volts. And that's precisely this talent that earned him a Guinness World Record. But passing high voltage currents through his body is not his only ability. He can also store electricity, then channel it whenever he needs to. For example, he once heated a cup of water to the boiling point with his hands. And he did it in less than 2 minutes. Number 2, Wim Hof. He has 6 children and he's from the Netherlands. Plus he's 61 years old, and he's usually famous for developing the Wim Hof method, which allows people to endure living under severely cold temperatures just like this Iceman. Thanks to his ability to withstand freezing temperatures, he has earned several Guinness World Records, one including an ice bath immersion for extended periods of time. And the 2 other records include longest time swimming in freezing water, as well as finishing a half marathon on ice and snow barefoot. The Russians better make room for this guy. Number 1, Kevin Richardson. If you thought animals don't speak, here's a man that will teach you otherwise. Kevin Rene Richardson, who is a 46-year-old YouTuber, is known as the Lion Whisperer, and he managed to learn everything about African lions, black leopards, and spotted hyenas all on his own. While he was living in Johannesburg, he had been the head of a lion park with a surface area of around 1,600 acres. There he sleeps, feeds, and lives with his lion. Just look at him hugging those 3 lions like they're little kittens. Aww. And on that note, we end this video. But hey, do you know any more people like this in real life? You can tell us in the comments section below. If you'd like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.